Hello, so I'm going to demonstrate how to take an Atlas number 287, HO code 100, curved turnout. This is a left turnout, that's the number 287 by Atlas. This is the product itself. It's a 30-inch outer radius curve with a 22-inch inner radius curve based on the specs. My problem is, my mock-up, we're using two curves. Here's the first curve. Here's the first switch point. As you can see, it's kind of close to my track. Comes up here. We're trying to add it into this second section, and this part I'll tell you about in just a second. But anyway, if I reconnect this, and I'm using sectional track temporarily just for mocking things up a little bit. But normally you would have the switch point in here. Now I have removed it. I had to do some investigation as far as how to remove it. Let's see if I can. Let's pretend it's back in place. That, and maybe like that. My issue is I want this secondary line to fall about right here. The problem is this switch point, whoops, there it is. This switch point is getting too close to this track. So I figured out if we can move, and this is by factory, just like right here. This is the switch point in place right there. I figured out that basically if I can move this switch point from being on the right side to the left side, that would resolve my issue. Let me kind of move this in place a little bit more. So my problem is this switch point is hitting the secondary line that we're trying to put in. So if I can move this point from being on the right side to the left side, that would facilitate us to be able to put the track in a better place. So I've already figured out that if you lift up on these two little plastic tabs right here very carefully with a small flathead screwdriver, something such as this, you can basically lift the plastic up off of these two contact points. That will allow you to remove this from the right side. Then you can turn it around and put it on the left side. So I'm going to take a pause, and in just a minute I'm going to show you how to put it back into place and what it looks like when it's switched from, when the switch point is moved from the right side to the left side. Okay, so here we are. So here's what the switching mechanism looks like. If you flip it on the underside, it's got these little points that stick up, and they stick through these holes. Focus down here, don't hold it in down here. They hit these holes right here. So that's how it all connects together. So we're going to slip this, drop the screwdriver, bear with me. Okay, let's try this again. So taking the points off is a little bit trickier than probably what putting them back on should be. So if you take the screwdriver, let's zoom in just a little bit and go up above my hand. There you go. I'm trying to move my thumb out of the way. So I'm just going to lift up very, very carefully on this plastic piece. I got it going between the little lip right there and the piece. And we'll move it just a little bit. A little surgery. There we go. That should, I think it will snap. I got it lifted up enough. Almost. Let me put it down on the table. Let's try it like this. Oops. There we go. Bam, there's one. You maybe heard that snap. right back in. There you go. Okay, now let's see if we can get the other one in. So the idea is to hold the, is basically to pull the switch in opposite directions from the rail point. Let's see. Hopefully I got enough room to do this. Oh, there it is. Those are getting hung up. Okay. Should go right underneath it. Bam! There we go. We converted it from right side to left side. So now we can move it back and forth. There we are. All done.